What's up, ladies and gents? Before we start with the video, I want to remind everybody content creator program is going on. Get yourself Essence Stones right now, 2K to be exact, and get yourself ready for some more summons. And you guys can see right over here, I've submitted 2 more missions for 2 more codes. So we're going to have 3 active codes very, very soon. If you've not already supported your boy, in every single description of every single video, plus every single comment that's pinned, the support button is there. Click on that, get to the website, click that support button, get yourself some free codes. I send them out daily and I never miss any. Welcome to season 10 of the content creator program, and let's get on with the video, guys. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another SLA video. All right, folks, we all should be saving now for our idol rewards. Start doing it now. If you have not used already, go ahead and use it. We can't get another level for another 30 something, less than 30 days now, 27 days. So make sure, guys, you guys have actually used your activity funds, and now this is the time to start saving for the full 720 hours until the next drop. Yes, if you have not heard, JINAH is in fact going to be a wind support unit. All right, so Dark Team, I know a lot of you guys were wondering if we're going to have a chance to even build the Dark Team. It looks like that's going to be put on the sidelines. Is this true or not? Honestly, you know what happens with leaks. Leaks constantly change. And right now, the person that I trust most for leaks is the one that confirmed it. So I'm taking that to the bank at the moment until other things do pop up and more things are coming down the pipeline for us to know. But for now, it looks like wind is going to be the main focus continuing going forward, most likely to probably complement POS 10 and then POS 20 when that comes out for Yogurtberry. And then, of course, we have the August release of the brand new Architect storyline, and then WOBL coming out either late August or early September. So we'll find out by then what the other element is for the new WOBL, but I have a funny feeling it's probably going to be light and dark. So whoever is going to come after the fact may end up actually giving us a little bit more power. And for those wondering where are the other 3 collab units, they are not coming for at least a couple weeks, or at least maybe a month or so. Probably giving JINAH a chance to do her thing, and then probably following that, we may see them. Or who knows, they may come out with JINAH and we have 4 banners to deal with. Now, we've done reviews on both of these units, okay? A lot of people are asking, Payne, what am I doing on my free-to-play account? I am not summoning for either of these units on my free-to-play account. Yes, Miyun is amazing. She will actually be I feel like a big part for POD, especially for light days. But I think right now I'm okay with Thomas, Gunhee, and Min. And then for Shuha as well, too, I have Cha, Soren, and Meilin, and they're working out just fine. So for those wondering what I'm doing with my free-to-play account, I'm not summoning for them, okay? I've done my testing. I've showed you guys my testing. Both units are actually fairly good, but they're just mostly alternatives to existing units that are there. And Meiyun is definitely the better of the 2 for sure, just because it's been so long since we had a good DPS for light. Yes, no offense to Thomas. That's just reality. He's a 7-month-old unit now, and that's just how it works with power creep, right? So, with that being said, let's talk a little bit about the collab. Look, I don't know about you guys, but I feel this has been a very, very decent collab. Like, I'm going to say decent, not bad, not good, decent. It's been actually surprisingly better than I thought for a couple of reasons. Number one, the fact that they didn't make these units power creep, I think, is a great compliment to the players. And the fact that these collab units are optional and we get a couple of them for free. For me personally, that might even be better than the anniversary rewards. Yes, we got a lot in the anniversary, but it seems like reward-wise, this is probably the better of the 2 things. Getting free units like we did the 6-month anniversary with Gunhee is always a better option than just getting tickets, because you're guaranteed something, right? And again, the fact that they made another big W, where if you draw these units, the 50-50 is always guaranteeing the other unit. That is an incredible thing to do. I think that is one of the smartest things they could have possibly done. And having the option to be able to do this is one of the best things I think this game has ever provided us from a summoning standpoint. And there's been a lot of generosity with this game, right? And not only that, but both characters are actually fairly decent. So again, you're not replacing anybody. You're just, if you're brand new, these characters are pretty much going to be the ones you want to summon for. If you're brand new, you probably joined because of these characters and you're a fan of Idol. And if for those who are, you know, never pulled for Thomas, for example, or just weren't around when he's there, or, you know, just want to have a different look and feel to their team, these are, again, great options for you to choose. And I'm really, really happy to say Shuha did not replace Cha. Thank goodness, because I thought if they were going to be doing this, you know, already replacing a 1-year anniversary, that would have been probably the ultimate insult to most people. So I'm glad to see, guys, that is not the case, and we don't have to worry about losing your character that you've just worked so hard on, and that's a big one for me. So that is a big W. Now, not to mention, we of course have ourselves a ton, and I mean a ton of Essence Stones being provided to us. Whether you're pay to win or you're free to play, it doesn't matter. Essence Stones are always going to be something you're going to want. And because of the new story mode release right over here, I'm currently working on it. I'm at 68%. I'm happy to say that we are getting ourselves so many different Essence Stones. Like I was at maybe 60K or something earlier, maybe less than that. Maybe 40K, even 45K. I'm already at 83, right? Not only because of the rewards that are provided through this right here, but also because we're also getting ourselves all the extra Essence Stones and resources all the way throughout every single one of these stages, which honestly, at the moment, if you are looking to beat these stages, the easiest way to do it is to use the light team. The light team actually gets it done with all the prerequisites covered, including like take no damage, take X amount of hits, etc. Right? It just makes it easier. Now, also if you're using Gun-He, if you're using SJW's stages, which are not the alternative stages, your best bet for support is using Thomas and Gun-He or anyone with a shield. Again, just so you can avoid that whole take damage less than 32 times. You could probably run this on auto. This is my free-to-play account, by the way. I did get top 1000 and get most of this done without too much of a headache until you probably reach chapter 10, 11. That's when things you'll probably have to do a little bit more manually. But hey, you know what? I'm happy to see it. New chapters, more rewards, and these are great ways to start saving up for something brand new. Now, speaking of something brand new, we have ourselves a brand new leak regarding PvP. Now, I want to make I want to disclose this quickly before we start, because I feel like a lot of people, hey, what is this? Oh, okay, look at that. Because a lot of people, first off, don't want PvP. And number two, I don't know where this PvP is going to land, whether it's an SLAO or SLA, the game we're currently playing, okay? And I'm going to give you guys what I know about PvP so far and what you should be doing, okay? So here you guys go. So this is how it works. So it's a 1v1. Each player will have a deck of hunters, all hunters that you own, essentially. You won't be able to use Sung, so it's just going to be hunter-based. Each player can only use 3 cards, equal to hunters that will be used, so it'll be card-based. Very similar to think of like 7 Deadly Sins, Grand Cross. You'll earn competitive points by winning or losing, so it doesn't matter whether you win or lose, you'll get points. Type advantage tables will work as follows. Weak elementals will do 50% less damage. Strong elementals do 50% more damage. Light is going to be strong against dark. Dark is going to be strong against light. Water is going to be strong against, wind will be strong against water, but weak against fire. Water will be strong against fire, weak against wind. And then fire will be strong against wind, but weak against water. Okay? Water will be strong against fire and wind. So you'll see that as well too. The hunters will gain higher MP recovery scaling based on the match time. So everything will be covered based off of that. Now, with that being said, if they can keep this as equal PvP, like everybody gets the same level, everybody gets the same stats, everybody gets the equipment, don't matter, it's just based off of skill, this could actually work. Now, we already do know they are providing us with a co-op, a two-player co-op, right, where 2 people are going to be on the screen. This would be viable and possible if we're allowed to use 1v1, no 2v2s, no 3v3, just 1v1 with just hunters on a small scale. Mobile phones will survive, the game will survive, and PvP will make a lot more sense in that case. So as long as PvP isn't, the rewards aren't crazy OP, they're more cosmetic, and they're a little bit of an advantage for players who actually want to commit to it, then I think this will be fine. And as long as they can keep it fair and it's not whale related, then I think, again, everything will look good on this end. Again, guys, this is not necessarily going to be on SLA. It could be SLAO, but it makes sense that they do add it to SLA, considering they can do co-op with 1v1 or 2 people on the screen. This should be very, very viable for them to add a good PvP method as well. So again, I want to say thank you to Alpha for providing all that information. For those who don't want PvP, I think it's going to be inevitable. I think the game needs it at this point because people are getting bored and a lot of people want the PvP aspect of the game. And honestly, as long as they do it correctly, it won't necessarily hurt the game as much as I was thinking it would. So kudos to the devs for coming together with something brand new. All right, guys, let me know what you think about the collab. Let me know what you think about the update. I'm curious to hear what your thoughts are and if you actually summoned for these units. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.